Hey, what is up, you sexy beast? GhostSickness or Tristan here, and I'm bringing you ghostly advice. And today I have 4.5 awesome emails for you, and you guys will understand what I mean a little bit later by 4.5 emails. But I really hope you do enjoy the Counter-Strike gameplay in the background. I'm actually going to get right into this one. Hey, Tristan, lately I haven't been having any crushes on people, but just a couple weeks ago, a new girl came to my school. I'm starting to like her, and I can't ever seem to talk to her and have trouble talking to girls in general. I'd appreciate if you put this in ghost advice, and please help me. Thanks. So honestly, what you guys need to understand about talking to girls, it's just like talking to guys without penises, all right? Literally, that's the way you have to look at it if you ever want to get on the same level with girls that you can get on with guys. You know, if you have no trouble talking to guys, you should have no trouble talking to girls, you know, in a perfect situation, right? If you do have trouble talking to anybody, then obviously you might need some more help than just the standard person. However, I honestly think that talking to girls is a lot easier than you guys make it out to be. You know, in your mind, you guys get this like performance anxiety. You're like, oh my God, dude, what's she gonna say? What's she gonna say next? You know, what if she thinks I'm weird? You know what I mean? Or something like that. What if she knows I fucked a stuffed animal? You know, what do I do then? And then you're just like, man, I don't know what the hell to do. So when it comes to talking to girls, again, you need to know that they are just people, right? They're just like guys. They are people. They're on your level, okay? And you can easily talk to them and relate to them. And they are necessary. You know, they're half the population, all right? They're literally half the population. So you need to know that you can talk to them, and you need to be able to talk to them in order to advance in life and, you know, get higher positions and get better paying jobs, etc., etc. But anyway, what that comes down to at a high school level is relatability. So if you really want to talk to a girl, what really helps is opening lines. Now, I'm not talking about pickup lines, okay? Those are totally different. You do not want to use pickup lines in real life. I hope you guys know that, but definitely do not want to use pickup lines in real life. Why is my face itching so fucking much? This is killing me. But anyway, yeah, so when it comes to talking to girls in class, relatability and good openers. So what I really like to do, I like to use the scene or the environment as kind of my opener. So for example, and you can fake this or not, I've actually faked this a couple times and it has led to some good stuff with girls, where you like ask them for a pencil, and maybe you have 6, maybe you have 10 fucking pencils, and you're just like, yo girl, like, can I borrow a pencil or a pen or something like that? That's a great opening line. And then you give it back to them at the end of class, and you're like, you know, can kind of start a conversation there. You're like, oh my God, class is so boring today, or something like that. You know what I mean? I really like to find common ground I have with the person, not just, hey, I'm talking to you because you're cute. You know what I mean? Girls can see that shit from a mile away and you look hella guilty, and it's just bad. I like to also open with jokes. You know what I mean? If there's something funny that I can make a comment on in the moment, you know, going on live right then I'll honestly do that. But if you can't do that and you can't use like a good opening line, honestly, I know this sounds super scary, but just going up to the girl and being like, hi, you know, I'm Tristan, nice to meet you. What is your name? You know, you look familiar. I think we have a class together, or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, hey, do you have, you know, Mr. Greg or something? I don't know who the fuck would have a first name as a last name. All right. Do you have Mr. Smith, you know, 4th period or whatever? She's like, yeah, I actually do. Then you could be like, hey, you know, did you get the homework? Did you catch what that was, or anything like that? And you can start it that way. You know what I mean? Asking her a question about something you guys have in common. If this is just a girl you don't have any classes with, you're kind of fucked, but not exactly. I mean, again, you can, you know, see if one of your friends knows her or something like that. And again, I really don't like the like add her on Facebook and talk to her later strategy. I really do not like that at all. But honestly, try to find something relatable, maybe make a comment about the situation or make a joke. I really hope that does help you talk to girls. Please keep me posted in the comment section below. Guys, moving to the next email. So I'm 13 in 7th grade. I know, I'm a youngin', and my girlfriend is in 8th grade. We go to a school where the grades are in the same classroom, like 5th and 6th together in the same class as 7th and 8th. So we see each other every day. I've met her parents and we've been on 4 dates. The thing is, I'm a horny fucking teenager. I want to do more than just kissing and cuddling, but my girlfriend doesn't want anything more than what we have to do already. I totally butchered the last reading of that, but we're just gonna completely ignore that, guys, and continue on with the email. So that is the end reading of the email. However, what I wanted to say, you guys have only been on 4 dates, all right? Like, I get that you're a horny teenager, right? And you're just a teenager, like you just turned 13. Honestly, that's a really young age. I honestly think that, you know, 15, 16 is a better age to start having sex. Not that you should like start at like, you know, 12 or 13. Not that you need to start at that age, but honestly, like for people to do it at that age is more acceptable than like 12 or 13. 12 or 13, I'm just like, God, you guys are kids. Like, what the hell are you doing? But anyway, yeah, you've only been on 4 dates, man. Give it some time. And honestly, what I would recommend that you do is have a conversation with this girl. See if I almost just choked on my own spit right there. see if she's on the same page as you, right? Like, see if she's like looking to advance sexually, or maybe she's kind of prude and just looking for cuddling and kissing and stuff like that. And again, honestly, you guys may be dating, but if it's not for you, like, okay, what you need to look at is, do you value the relationship more than you value the sexual elements of a relationship? Does that make sense? So do you value like the love, compassion, cuddling, you know, dates and stuff like that, the kind of, you know, talking to that person every day more than you value the sexual stuff? If so, then definitely stay with the girl. And, you know, if she's prude and not willing to do this stuff, then maybe that's your compromise. Because again, relationships have compromise in both directions, and so you might have to compromise in this way with her. However, if you do value that shit way more than the other stuff that I just mentioned of being in a relationship with this girl, then honestly, I hate to say it, but if she won't change, if she's not about doing any of that stuff, then you might honestly want to break up with her if that is what you're looking for in a relationship. And obviously in the future, make that known to girls like I do before you get into relationships or involvement with them in any way, shape, or form. So man, I really hope this does help. But again, you're only 13. Enjoy the kissing, enjoy the cuddling, stuff like that. You can save all the sex for later. Trust me, man. Trust me. It's worth it. It's good stuff, but you can afford to wait. Okay. I didn't have sex till I was 18. Like, trust me, man. You can definitely afford to wait. It'll all be okay. Trust me. I made up for it. But anyway, all right, moving on to the next email. Hey, Tristan, wanted to ask you about a problem I've been having lately. So me and my girlfriend have been dating for 6 months, so we decided we are both ready for oral sex, and it's been her first time and my third. So we did it. And then as she was going, she bit my tip. ... And I don't think there's a way to describe the amount of pain I felt in writing. But the reason I'm sending this email is now it's very awkward between us. She's very upset with herself, and I don't want to break up with her because of this one accident. What do you think I should do? Now, honestly, man, definitely do not break up with this girl from this one accident. What you need to understand about when you guys are having sex with each other and doing sexual stuff with each other is the fact that shit like this is going to happen. All right. You know, sometimes accidents in the bedroom are going to happen. You know, sometimes you guys are going to accidentally hurt each other or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, as long as you're not killing each other, it's generally okay. But when she bit the tip of your dick, bit the tip of your dick, I don't know exactly how it happened. Maybe you accidentally scared her or startled her and she like bit down a little bit. Obviously, she didn't bite it off or anything like that, or else you'd be writing me a hella different email with some graphic pictures. Hopefully not. No, okay, please don't send me any dick pics, guys. Please, I'm begging you. But anyway, yeah, so honestly, man, it really comes down to how did you handle it in the moment? Were you just like, fuck, oh my god, girl, get the fuck away from me, and just like push her head off, you know what I mean? Or were you like, ow, like that actually kind of hurt, you know, may you please stop real quick? You know what I mean? Honestly, in the moment, how you handle it is everything. Because if you yell at her, and if you freak out, and if you do something like that, because again, I've had shit like this happen to me, obviously. And if you like freak out in the moment or something like grosses you out and you just like freak out on the girl, then it's really, really bad, and you will probably never sleep with her or do anything sexual with her again based on her choice. And that is honestly what it's sounding like at this point. So honestly, what you need to do, depending on how you handled it, right, that's over now. But looking forward, right, if anything like that happens again, you know, try to express it in the most like pleasurable, nicest way possible, you know, so you don't scare her, so you don't startle her or anything like that. Honestly, what it does come down to is you need to sit down with her and have a talk, okay? Be like, look, I know this happened, you know, here's how it happened, here's how we might be able to avoid it. I think we should kind of work our way up to this again and go super slow. And you're like, I promise I won't handle it that way again. You know, I'll be like super, you know, gentle to you and everything like that. And maybe give her some coaching tips and like, it's all okay. Like, I'm not too worried. You know, if she knows you've already done it with, you know, 2 other girls or whatever, then don't, you know, reassure her that you're not going to compare her to these other girls, because that's a really big thing for girls is them being compared to other girls. They really, really hate that. And so honestly, I would go back and try to have a conversation with her about this kind of stuff. And I really hope that does help you, man. But definitely handling it in the moment is one of the best things you can do to avoid further complications. All right, now the 4th and 5th emails, the reason I said 4.5 emails in the beginning was because of how these 2 emails relate. I think you guys are going to absolutely love this, because I swear to God, these were not sent by the same person, but, well, obviously, right? But I was really worried these guys are like friends or something like that, which would be absolutely hilarious. So here we go. Hey, Tristan, a friend of mine just got out of a year-and-a-half long relationship. He, within a week, moved on and got into a friends of benefits with a different girl. His ex is also a friend of mine, but not to the same extent that he and I are. So basically, they're best friends, and him and this girl are not the greatest friends ever, but whatever. I'm having a problem because I'm realizing that this girl is amazing. She is beautiful and has a great personality. I love that you added personality in there. I mean, you added it after beauty, but the fact you added both in there, man, kudos to you. You actually give a shit about that. You'd be like, damn, dude, she's got the nicest ass I've ever seen in my entire life. You know what I mean? I'm like, go get that girl, man. So anyway, man, I am waiting and will be for a while before I even think of making a move on her because I know her breakup is affecting her. Would it be wrong of me to date her after the time that this guy and her has already moved on? Now, honestly, this comes down to him. This does not come down to you. When it comes to dating people's exes, when it comes to anything like that, you have to ask the guy. It's not up to the girl. I don't think it's necessarily wrong. It's only wrong if you don't get their permission or you do it behind their back, in my opinion, if you're dating someone's ex. So basically, like, if I break up with a girl and maybe it wasn't too serious or anything like that, and like if I've had relationships where like my friends have dated my exes or like I've dated my friends' exes or something like that, but I got their consent first and they were over the person and they didn't have like a crazy serious relationship and it was a-okay for me to get with that person and it didn't cause any issues. However, if you guys are super close and he had a really intense relationship with this girl, because again, a year and a half is a long fucking time, and I mean a long time to have a relationship with somebody, then it might honestly be pretty serious and you might want to back the fuck off. And I know that's hard, man, but again, it completely comes down to what he has to say about it. If he is cool, and I mean 100% cool, you need to reassure him and ask him and everything like that, about you dating her, then that's what you need to do. And also what you want to look into is, how did they break up? Did she cheat on him? Did he cheat on her? Was it a clean breakup? Did they just drift apart? You know what I mean? That's also really important. Should you date her or not? You know what I mean? Not just, is she cute? Does she have a great booty? You know what I mean? So yeah, when it comes to stuff like this, man, please ask the guy. Please ask the guy. And again, look into why they actually broke up, because if they broke up for a really legitimate reason, you might want to back off entirely. But yeah, man, ask him, see if he's okay with it, and then pursue and make sure they've both moved on before you go ask him. Now, this last email is pretty fucking great. Here we go. Hey, Tristan, so I've been with this girl for 5 months and she just broke up with me. Now, 6 days after she broke up with me, my best friend told me he had feelings for her and she has feelings back. Now, again, the relationship wasn't for the same amount of time, but you see how these fucking emails are correlated. These were literally right next to each other in the email queue, guys. It was nuts. I tried telling my friend why this is wrong and he can't do that and he just gets mad at me. I've known him since 2nd grade. I'm in 9th grade now. I don't know if I should block them both out of my life or not. Please help. Now, again, man, why did you guys break up? Okay, so I know that she broke up with you, but what was her reasoning? Did she say you guys were drifting apart? Maybe she likes your best friend and didn't want to cheat on you. And honestly, that's a very respectable thing. If a girl breaks up with a guy, instead of cheating on him and then does and goes what she wants to go and do, then that is, you know, better. It's not great, but it's better than like cheating on the guy and then like starting a new relationship. You know what I'm saying? So again, if he was involved with any sort of cheating thing with her while you guys were still dating, it's absolutely not okay. And you have every right to be like, dude, fuck off. This is my ex. Her and I were pretty serious. You know, I really loved her or liked her or whatever. And please do not go after this girl. Now, again, it depends on your relationship. So I've had relationships where I'm like, dude, please do not get together with my ex. And I've also had relationships where I'm like, dude, yeah, go for it. Absolutely. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? So honestly, the way I look at it is, my most serious relationship, the one that I had, you know, a little over a year ago, I would not be okay if one of my friends wanted to date that girl. You know what I mean? Because her and I just did a lot of stuff and I just have a lot of memories. So if he was ever telling me stuff about her, I'd be like, oh God, dude, like, oh God, I don't want to fucking know that. You know what I mean? That's just fucking weird for me. However, if it wasn't a girl that I had a serious relationship with, or maybe I just had a one-night stand with or something like that, I'd be totally fine with it. I'd be like, yeah, dude, go for it. You know what I mean? Because it wouldn't hit the feels at all. It wouldn't get me personally in any way, shape, or form kind of upset with that person. So again, please look into yourself and see if you're okay with him dating her. Because if you are, please let both of them be happy, because that is what they want. You know what I mean? Think of the greater majority here, 2 people being happy instead of just one. And again, it may hurt you a little bit now, but you may want to allow this. But again, if you and her had a super serious relationship and you just cannot let her go, then it is totally perfectly okay to tell them, you know, tell him that you're not okay with it. Please don't do that. You know, if he values your friendship or whatever. Bros before hoes, man. Bros before hoes. But yeah, so guys, I really hope you did enjoy this episode of Ghost Advice. I really hope I was helpful. If you did make it to this part of the video, please comment bros before hoes, because that's honestly a very important rule. Even if you are a female, I'm sure you understand, you know, women before, or chicks before dicks. There you go. That's the one for girls. Anyway, if you guys are either sex, please comment either of those comments. Stay sexy, you beasts. I'm GhostSickness. I fucking love you guys, and I'm out.